We haven't started that. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Let's just go over quickly what we were doing, if you don't mind.
Okay, so
Back to head.
Okay. Now we are connected to number 7. You mentioned
number 7, which you have 1
1,
through
2, 3,
4,
4.
which is typically hot
Hot
melt,
melt.
and then 1 through 4,
Air.
which is air.
Yep.
On the system, they're basically 1 through 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When you actually go
number.
into them to look at them, because that's that function, it's channel 4. When you
Okay.
scroll this way, it's going to say channel 4, but air 1. Channel 6, air 2. Channel 7, air 3. Now, the difference between your glue gun and your air is basically here. You can do multiple links and programs here. So start, stop, start, stop, start, stop. When you go to the air, you only get
On off.
on off for a certain amount of time where it starts and all that. So that's all you get. So we'll have to play it from there. So we're going here, here. So when you go into the channel, we're on 7. So we're gonna,
Location of the
yeah, location. So this is where our sensor's at. It's on 15.
number
right here.
15, and
Yep.
this is the sensor.
That's
Okay.
our sensor reading 15.
Sensor is here, right?
Yep.
Yep, that's the sensor. And then 26 is where
Is
the
where
actual
we have
bump
the-
90 or
This one.
air
Yep.
or whatever function you're doing, that's the position it is. So you got there. So these numbers, we really don't know where they're going to be. We're just going to have to run one and kind of see if it opens up early or late, see if we need to go minus or plus. Same thing here, minus or plus. That's going to be happening because this is where you actually go in to change it. So we got to basically just, dang it. So we're just going to have to kind of find out. So to cycle it and make sure it's working and that it's reading through the system, that's this button. So you know it's working. So how this works is when this takes off, that little plunger on the bottom of there drops down. This runs in,
Grab this.
runs in underneath it. Then you're setting the timing of when that thing closes on it. Then you basically, so we're going to tell it to close. So now we close it. So that has a hold of it. And that's going to rotate. Those wheels, those balls are going to rotate it around. I'll hang on.
You gotta raise this up. It's too low. I want to say that.
Well, that's part of the thing of this being thick. It makes it difficult. So,
The other concern, it's gonna be when it comes in, it may hit the wall.
it could. Because we may need to move it over. I don't know that yet. So now that should rotate. They're right there. And we just gotta make sure we're square. And that sets it square. That way, once it lets go, then as the rollers are running, because of the timing, it's going to time to be open, and it's going to close, and it's going to time how long it's closed, and just let you rotate it, and then it'll let go, then it'll take off again. And then we'll put rollers like here and here as close as we can, but we can't get too close because of rotation, so we can't go any closer than that roller. So that's the closest one on this particular piece.
That's fine.
So we'll put 2, 4. So we could put a 3 roller right there. And then we should be good there.
So the maximum that we're gonna put is here, that it's gonna grab. Where
Yep.
would you advise these
Well,
rollers?
because this in this rotation, hold on, let me get it put back up. We're still connected. So in this rotation, you can't go any further than this, because if you move it back there, as soon as it hits it, it's going to yank it out. So you have to go to where it finishes its rotation. I usually try to set it to the closest roller,
Okay.
so as soon as it moves, it takes off again. So we'll set that here. So get us another bar right here. Now, after that's rotated, we can jog this. So I'll make that let go. So now it lets go, and then I can go in here and jog this thing, and then that should move forward as rotated 90 degrees.
Blocked. Transport partial is blocked. Each transport partial.
So now I'm going to basically run one. It knows where it's at. I just got to see how long the air is staying open, how long the air is staying closed. So technically when I started, it should reset.
چی؟ ماشاءالله دو second page next yep frame fix
This is not firing. Did it? Helps if you turn it on. There it goes.
چی؟ اگه کار راش داریم برداریم. اگه کار راش نداریم نه اون 1000 تا دیگه میخوام.
Yeah, that's staying open.
این ستاپه ها برای اینوینتوری بردارم ولی 1000 تا میخوام برای اینوینتوری. نه فردا آره چیزی برخواه تو هم 2000 تا هست. کارش چیه کارش؟ برش دار ببین شیفت زدن نداره اگه کار عجله بزنید رولو بنداز پایین It's okay, بنداز پایین رولو بزن
Why is it not clicking change?
You're channel 8 we shouldn't be channel 7
No, it's in 7. I just switched it to 8. That's what I was confirming. I'm in 7. Because when I'm making 7 function, that's what it's doing. Not reading from number 2. That's where that's at. Number 2. Components there.
okay Melissa can you change it to Sure.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take that back to 500 because that's typically what you want. I'm gonna take this to take this to
Are you trying to measure where it starts?
I'm trying to see if I'm even in time before it starts.
Isn't that supposed to be this one?
No, those are the programs from. That's telling me what the links
Yep.
are from the
Okay.
feeder. That's why they're gray. They don't.
I see. Then
Only these are
these
adjustable.
two. Then we have to add maybe.
If we wanted to hold on longer, that's the hold on. This is to open up and take it.
I thought it's like glue.
No, totally different here. It's the wrong way. Okay, so I'm gonna do a minus fucking 1,000.
The minus 100.
Yep.
Yeah. Maybe.
All right, here we go.
This one is for girl.
This decides whether it's doing the function where it opens or it closes. This is either, it starts just like your stripper wheels, it either starts out down or starts out up. This is either starts out down or starts out up. So here we go. We're gonna run one and see how long it holds on to it. See what happens. So I got it needs to close sooner, so we're gonna take that to 800.
Minus.
It's set there, minus.
That's pretty reasonable.
Oh yeah, because we're not set up for this down there. So what I do is I get down here at its level and watch when it opens, and then watch the rotation and watch when it lets go, because you want it to open enough time to get in there, so it's not just right before it gets there. So I want to. I got the 550. Let's see how that works. You get down here and watch that. It's open because it's supposed to be open. Once this eye sees it, then it's going to start topping, and then bam, it could close, then rotate. We're going to hold on to it a little bit longer, so I'm going to take that back to probably 700, minus 700. Then we'll run another one.
Huh? این میخوای بریزی؟ چونه جدت باشه اون زیر آنواین ریوایند من میزنم. Oh, that was perfect.
Yeah. And that's, you're just getting that time. That's why I'm saying you want to get down there and you can see the timing. that lets you see if your timing's actually right where it needs to be. Now, one thing I will do, because of what we're doing, I'll scoop this eye in a little bit closer because it's right out on the outside edge, because that can affect it too. So we move that eye in. So now we can get down here and we can watch it come in, close, and all. Now, if for something you've got something that's real heavy like this, my next move would be to tighten that up and put more spring tension on it, because that's how strong it is. There ain't much on that right now. This is such a heavy piece because of what it is. You may want to bite it a little tighter, but you also got to watch to make sure you don't mark it
Oh yeah.
from it. So if you get down here, you'll be able to see that full function. It opens up because it's ready for the material coming. Does its function. It's going to trigger the eye. It waits that timing. Boom, it closes. It does a full rotate, then lets it go and square. So the timing at the end is how long it holds it to rotate.
Okay.
So you can set it to where it comes around and thump, it literally sits there to make sure it's square. You can set it where it just whips it, bam, and just goes. So that's how you set up a 90.
That's pretty tricky.
It's really cool.
Actually, it is cool.
But yeah, that right there, that's really light. I don't think they use these hardly ever. It's really light.
Cool. Okay.
There's a 90. Bump 90, baby.
And let's see about this. What's this for?
That will reset every figure on this sheet. You don't really want to touch that. But-
Even this one?
yeah, I believe so. If you hit that, I believe it's going to ask you. Yeah.
Oh.
No, I do not want to.
15 milliseconds is the time that it
Sorry.
takes.
That's the actuation time. This is obviously how long it's doing. So like if we went into the air blow, I don't know if it's on this one. I don't think there's any air blow on this unit. No, nothing's hooked up. Let's go down to that one down there. So the air blow works basically the same way that does. The glue's going to work the same way. Everything's going to work off of that principle. Here's where I'm at. Here's where I'm at. This is how long I want to be on, and you've got to kind of time it. So when you get into the air, side of it, and I think, yeah, that's air. So when you get into the air, so basically it's reading from number 5, which I'm not sure if that's where we're actually at right now. We're actually on number 1. So you're on number 1, so we're going to tell it that it's on number 1 because that's where the eye's at. Then the air, when you look down
It's
through
gonna
here,
be 18.
they're on 18. So basically when that comes in, you're doing the same thing. That sheet's coming in. You want minus, so you're telling it that sheet's a little bit longer. Then when it does it, then that thing actually blasts for 125
millisecond, for example. Oh,
millimeters. So that's not in your milliseconds. This needs to be. These typically run at 10. I've never seen them at 0. Same thing, you can clear it all, but you don't want to. So the way this works, I'll get a piece of paper because I'll make them fire for you. Let me show you how they do it. So we'll turn this on real quick. That was number 7. Go here. We're gonna go. I believe that's, yeah. So we're gonna actually go there. This turns it on and off. That turns it on. If it's yellow, it's on. If it's gray, it's not. This is where you do all your adjustments and settings. This is where you actually manually fire it. So the tricky thing with these is you can put them on the bottom. But like when we were doing that thing and we were having trouble getting that thing to go down, you can actually take these out, mount them on the top, point the air down, and when that gets there, hit it with a blast of air to flatten it out. So you can play that game too. It's not just it does this and that's it. So like how this fires, because it's going to do timing. Damn it, it's going to fire.
That's all. That's, oh, I see. That's نزدی که هنوز متریال نختی روش. خب میخواید بزنی؟ شبو میمونی یعنی؟ خب من میزنم دیگه من میخوام اون با میکروسکوپ میاریم تو اصلا چطور؟ از مهدی بپرس رجیستریشنش.
But that's the whole Same.
اوکی